CIET NCERT presents audiobook Maths Mela, textbook of mathematics for grade 4.
Chapter 11 Fun with Symmetry. Page number 164. On the right side of the page, you are provided with a QR code, scanning which you can reach out to the additional resources to this chapter. In previous grades, we have explored symmetry in rangolis, masks, bead strings, and in buildings. Let us explore more about symmetry. Let us do. First, ink design. Step 1. Take a sheet of paper and fold it in half. Here we have a picture demonstrating the same, in which a paper is being folded to its half lengthwise. Step 2. Open it and sprinkle some drops of watercolors in the center of the fold. Here again we have a picture in which some ink drops have been sprinkled at the center of the fold. Step 3. Press it to spread the color evenly. In this, the picture explains the paper has been folded and it has been pressed uniformly throughout the page. Step 4. Look what you made. Here in this picture, we can find the design formed out of the pattern which is created by ink design on folding the paper. Is it a symmetrical pattern? Where would you draw the line that divides this design into two equal halves? There's a picture of the girl on the right side of the page. She wonders, isn't this line called the line of symmetry? I made it while making masks and rangolis in grade 3 too. Page number 165. Second, making a paper airplane. Follow the steps. Here we have pictorial representation of the steps which have been explained to form an airplane. In the first, we have a paper which is folded lengthwise into two. That can be seen in the second step. In the third, the paper is again opened, and in the fourth step, we are just folding the corners into triangular form. And then we have the fifth step, which is again folded in the form of triangle again, and in the sixth and seventh we give the shape of a aeroplane. A. Mark the line of symmetry in figure 3, 4 and 5. B. How many lines of symmetry can you see in figure 8? C. Where will you place a mirror to see the reflection of the right half side of figure 8? Will it appear the same as the left hand side? D. Fly the plane. E. Will the plane fly if there is no line of symmetry? F. Try to make an asymmetrical plane. G. Fly both the planes and see which plane flies for a longer time. H. Share your observations with your friends. Page number 166. Third, holes and cuts. Minnie has made this design by folding and cutting paper. Here we have a picture in which one paper has been folded horizontally into half, and then again it is folded vertically to make it a square shape. Again it is folded to give a triangular shape, and then we are cutting in the center and along the edges. Now it's your turn. Take a square sheet of paper. Do as instructed here. We have taken a green paper. Here it is folded horizontally, then it is folded vertically. Let us see what Rani is making. Rani takes a piece of paper and folds it twice. She makes a straight cut at the corner and cuts out two squares on two sides as given in the picture. We have two square cuts made on the green paper and one triangular cut made at the corner. Challenge 1. Where would the hole and cut appear when you open the paper? There is a picture of the same which has been given on the right side of the page. Challenge 2. Fold a piece of paper once. Put two cuts in the middle as given here. How many sides will this shape have when you open the folded paper? Challenge 3. Fold a paper twice. Where would you cut to make a square hole in the center of the paper? How many cuts are required? Here in the picture, we can see a blue color paper which has been cut at the center in a triangular shape, and we have another picture which is yellow in color. The paper has been folded twice. This has been given here in the picture. Page number 167. Fourth, complete the designs given here. We have square dot papers, 6 different squared papers we have, and in each one of them we have some patterns which are drawn. We are expected to complete the patterns in the corresponding 3 boxes as given in the above pictures. Let us do symmetry in shapes. Question number 1. Look at the shapes given along the border. Draw these shapes on the dot grid. Which of the shapes are symmetrical? Draw the lines of symmetry. Here we have a dot grid provided, and the pictures which are given on the left side are of a kite and an envelope. On the right side we have pictures of arrow and another picture of a different arrow given below it. Page number 168. Second, games with a mirror. A. Where should we place the mirror in shape A to get the shapes given here? In A, we have a rectangular shape in which the center line is drawn. In the first one we have a square, and in the second one when we open it appears to be as 2 squares, and in the third one we have 3 squares, and in the fourth one we have 3 squares, and in the fifth one we have 4 squares, and in the sixth one we have 4 squares which are in horizontal. B. Circle the numbers whose mirror image is the same number. We are provided with the numbers and mirror is provided at the center to write down the mirror image below it. First one is 181, and there is a space provided for you to write down the mirror image of the number. In the second one, we have a vertical division of the box in which we have number 181. We are supposed to write down the mirror image of the number on the right side of the box. In the third picture, we have again a box which has a vertical line. On the left side of the box, we have 686, and we are expected to write down the mirror image of this number on the right side of this box. In the fourth box, we have 686 written on the upper side of the box with a horizontal line, and we are expected to write down the mirror image of this number below this line. Which digits from 0 to 9 have the same mirror image? There's a blank provided for you to write down the answer. Make some 4-digit numbers such that the mirror image is the same number. Where would you keep the mirror in each case? How many such numbers can you make? There is space provided for you to write down the answer. We also have pictures of a boy and a girl. Girl says, "Guess my number." It is a 3-digit number near 120 whose mirror image is the same number. Where is the mirror kept? Boy says, "I will call this line a mirror line or line of reflection." C. Make similar questions and ask your friends to guess the numbers. Page number 169. Third, what do you notice about the letters written on the ambulance? Why are they written this way? Discuss. Here we have a picture of an ambulance which has ambulance written on it. There is a picture of a girl. She is asking, "Can you guess what I have written? Where did I keep the mirror?" There is a word written as C, inverted A and inverted T. Can you identify these words? Where will you place the mirror to read the following words correctly? The word written is inverted P, A and T. We are expected to place the mirror such that we can read it correctly as TAP. In the next one, we have inverted C, inverted A and inverted N. We are supposed to place the mirror to read the word correctly. In the next one, we have WOW. We are expected to place the mirror correctly so that we can read the word. Likewise, we have inverted N, inverted E and inverted H. We are expected to place the mirror so that we can read the word correctly. Now, you try to write some words or names in this way and challenge your friends to guess them. Can you also try doing this with the script of your own language? Fourth, complete the following to make symmetrical shapes. Here we have a dot grid given and some lines have been drawn joining the dots. We are expected to complete these shapes by joining the dots. Page number 170. Fifth, observe the shapes. How many sides does each shape have? How many lines of symmetry does each shape have? You may trace these shapes and check the lines of symmetry by folding the shapes. Here we find two different pictures of square grids in which we have different shapes of triangles: orange, purple, blue, light blue, orange and green. Same way we have another picture in which we have picture of a kite and we have a trapezium, quadrilateral, arrow, parallelogram, we have a rhombus and rectangle with square. Tiling the tiles. Here are some patterns with tiles. Identify the repeating unit, that is tile, and continue the patterns. Here we are provided with a square grid and there is a pattern formed with the help of two different color tiles, green and purple. We have picture of two patterns which is formed out of the tiles. Note for teachers: let the students realize that just by changing the position and color, different tiles can be created. Here, students may identify different repeating units as tiles. Let the students use terms such as sliding, flipping, rotating, standing, sleeping, etc. Students may also see a group of 8 rectangles as a repeating unit. Page number 171. Tiles at the tile shop. Bablu Chacha makes beautiful tiles of the kinds given here. Design creative tiles of your own in the spaces given here. You may use a rangometry kit or shape cutouts. Here we have 6 different designs formed out of different patterns. We are also provided with square grids. First one is hexagon in shape. Second one is square in shape. Likewise, we have another which is hexagonal in shape and other one which is square in shape. First question, which shapes have you used to make the tiles? Second one, which of the tiles are symmetrical? Draw the lines of symmetry if any. Question number 3, make more tiles by joining 2 or more shapes. Trace them in your notebook to create paths with no gaps or overlaps. Page number 172. Fourth, look at the following shapes. What do you notice? Discuss. We have pictures of tiles here. Different designs have been formed just by changing the color of the shapes we are pasting as tiles. Let us do. First one, make flow patterns with your tile. Minnie has made a flow pattern as given here. Remember, there should be no overlaps and no gaps. Here, there's a picture of a girl, Minnie. She has formed a beautiful pattern on the floor with the help of tiles. We are also provided with a square grid here for you to complete this pattern and form the floor pattern with the help of different tiles. Note for teachers. Encourage students to ask questions about the two designs. For example, how many shapes have been used? Would the design look the same if only one color is used? Encourage children to create different designs using the same shapes with different colors. Page number 173. Second, making a catty wall. Step 1. Take a square piece of paper, mark as given here to make the cat's head and ears. Step 2. Now, cut along the outline and slide the top piece down to align with the larger piece. Step 3. Tape the pieces together. Step 4. Now the real fun begins. Trace the outline of the cat pattern on a large piece of paper and make its face. Your wall is ready. On this page, we have different pictures of the formation of the cat pattern. First one is purple in shape. It is cut in the pattern shown with 2 ears of the cat, and then we are fixing in the third step, and in the fourth step we are making the outline of this pattern on a large piece of paper. Create more of these tiles. Some ideas to make creative wall patterns are given here. We can see a pink color paper on which we can mark a design and cut it, and by repeating the same pattern we can create a beautiful pattern. Isn't it fun? Just cut, slide and paste. Your tile is ready to make a creative wall. There's a picture of a girl. She says the Tiles still fit perfectly without any gaps or overlaps. Page number 174. Third, let us go on a nature walk. Project time. There's a picture of two girls sitting in the garden. One says, "Wow, look at these leaves, they too look symmetrical." The other girl wonders, "Look, that butterfly is so symmetrical." There is pictures of leaves, butterflies, flowers, and other trees around. Go for a nature walk to a nearby park or around your school with your teacher or your parents. Observe the patterns, designs, or symmetry around you carefully. Collect leaves, petals, and flowers that have fallen on the ground. In your project file, first categorize the leaves into symmetrical and non-symmetrical. Second, make different designs and patterns with leaves and flowers. Third, make a greeting card using imprints of leaves or dry flowers. Fourth one, create animals or designs using leaves and flowers. Chapter 11 ends here.
Maths Mela. You were just listening to this audiobook, Textbook of Mathematics for Grade 4. Narration Swarnlata Sharma. Sound recordist Prasoon Kumar. Production assistant Soumya Malik. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.